So this is friendship. This episode is, of course, a continuation of the rest of this Steven bomb, and like what happened with the other episodes, Pearl is doing her best to kind of make up for what she has done with Garnet, from trying to fight her best, using a lot of banter, and also trying to find ways into locating Peridot. I mean, and that's how this episode starts. They locate Peridot at the warp, at a warp pad, the main warp pad area, and Peridot's trying to get off world like always. And Pearl is basically giving away everything. She is so like that kid that's so into it but keeps failing at something. Well, the other kids are just trying to do the job. And with it, Peridot escapes through another warp pad why do I keep saying basically? Pearl gives away that they have found a way into tracking Peridot. Well, I think it was Steven. No, it had to have been Steven and Pearl who basically told her, "Hey, we know how to track you, woo!" And this is really cool how they use Peridot's escape pod in order to track her down. They just link it up to the main warp pad at the temple to see, okay, this warp pad has been used, so Peridot should be here. And you just see it in Pearl's face after they come back and go back to the escape pod to see if another warp pad has been used, how Pearl is always directing herself to Garnet, like, hey Garnet, let's see if we can do this, okay? Yes, like that kind of kid who has a senpai. Yes, I'm gonna use that word, like trying to appease to senpai, but still Garnet is still pissed. She is still angry, even though it's been more of an improvement after Keystone Motel. She's still angry, and Pearl is just trying to find the way to make it up to her. And Amethyst and Steven are just caught up in the crossfire. And it's kind of sad, because in any situation in a family, this is hard. And so they track down Peridot in this I'm gonna call it a derelict ship. Thank you, Mass Effect, for sticking that name up my brain. They find this old gem ship in which they think Peridot is hiding in. And of course, she's in there. But Peridot uses that ship as a trap in order to get the crystal gems stuck there and hopefully kill them. And oh my god, this is like the closest thing I think this is the closest thing that we got into having a gem against gem situation in which one side wants to just kill the other just because they've been destroying their stuff. And in this ship, Garnet Pearl gets separated from Steven and Amethyst, who are trying to keep them alive because they've been trapped in this Indiana Jones style trap, in which the walls are closing and everything. And Amethyst and Steven are trying their best to have that trap not crush Garnet and Pearl, aka having them killed. But oh yeah, before that, there's this hologram Peridot taunting Pearl, and Pearl is just so angry that she goes straight to the gem, not anywhere else. She goes straight through the gem, like, I want to kill you. And oh my god, that was freaking dark. Oh god. Oh Jesus, Pearl, I love you for being such a complex character. And yeah, she's like my favorite gem out of all of them. Even though I love them all, including the antagonistic gems, she's my favorite. After, Garnet is like my number 2, even because, of course, who doesn't like Garnet? Pearl is my number 1 because of how complex she is. And you just see Pearl breaking down, not in terms of like, oh, I'm breaking, blech. No, I mean like, literally, like mentally breaking down when she is stuck with Garnet in that chamber. Because Amethyst and Steven have been trying over and over again to have them talk, Garnet and Pearl. Just talk, talk, dude. Like, Jesus, you need to talk things out. You can't have that situation awkward forever. You can't be mad at each other forever. You need to talk. And that's what they do in this episode. They talk. Pearl is the first to admit that what she had done was wrong, using the excuse of Peridot reconstructing the communication hub to just fuse with Garnet. And Garnet outright tells Pearl, "Hey, you should live up to your what's the word I'm looking for? You have to live up to the consequences of what you have done." And she also tells Pearl that, "Hey, I've come undone. I was so angry at you that I've defused." Sapphire and Ruby were so upset at what happened. And oh god, and how Pearl and Garnet just talk to each other about their problem, about what happened, and also Pearl's fear and anxiety, and also calling herself useless because she needs someone to tell her what to do. That's amazing. And this is another reason as to why I love Pearl, because sometimes I feel the same way, that I need someone to tell me what to do. Oh, Pearl, I love you. And this is when Garnet just hits it. Again, she's like my other favorite character in this show. She tells Pearl, "You don't need someone to tell you what to do. You can only tell yourself what to do. You are the only person that can know what to do. You don't need Rose. You don't need me or Steven to tell you what to do. It's up to you." And that was perfect. That's like one of the best morals you can tell someone. And they find a way to get out of the trap by fusing as Sardonyx again. But this time she doesn't speak. She's just there for a brief cameo, and that's it. And I find it really good that, hey, yes, it was a rocky transition to try to forgive each other after talking, that they fused in order to get out of there. It's not that kind of moment in which, oh, we need to talk before we can fuse, we need time. No, that's a life and death moment, yes, because Amethyst and Steven can't hold back the trap much longer. And so that's why they fuse again and defuse instantly just after Sardonyx appears. Like, it just takes a few seconds. So after they unfuse again, after Sardonyx appears, they still have this look like, yes, we're gonna try to work this out afterwards, but at least we talked, which is the ending of the episode. Amethyst is like, "Oh my god, thank you. Thank whatever deity they worship or something, like, oh, like, thank God or something, that they finally talked." And well, that's basically the ending of the episode after they stumble upon Peridot again, but this time they have her foot, and I'm not joking. Steven tries to hold her down, Peridot, after she tries to whirl her fingers into the helicopter ability we saw. And all of the crystal gems join together, not in the fusion way, but like, trying to hold Peridot down, and Peridot's like, "No, I'm not gonna go with you guys. I'm gonna basically amputate part of my foot so that I can get away." And Steven's like, "I got a foot." And that part is really cute. And like I mentioned before, Amethyst is like, "Oh, thank you for talking, for Garnet and Pearl." They finally talked, but this doesn't mean this is the end of it. They still need time, like with any other relationship. This is more of a relationship between friends. And oh, I forgot to mention how Pearl's, not so much as an excuse, but her reason behind why she lied to Garnet into fusing with her to become Sardonyx. She says that Garnet is basically the perfect relationship between Ruby and Sapphire, which she is. Garnet is the best relationship, but like we've seen in the last few episodes, every relationship isn't always perfect. It's rocky at times, and you need to work together. It's a team thing. And with Pearl, she thinks, oh, it's perfect, everything is hunky-dory, and she mentions that she just wanted to be a part of it. And of course, if you're in the Steven Universe fandom, you know it's because she misses fusing with Rose, the person or the other gem that she felt very close to, the one that she fell in love with. Come on. She basically wanted to give up her life for her during the war. And Pearl just wanted to feel loved again, just like with Amethyst. Amethyst wanted to feel more. She wanted to feel amazing. And with fusing with Garnet, who is the perfect relationship where there's love and compassion, they find ways to try to fuse together. And with Pearl, she just wanted to feel that again. And she did everything she could in her power to fuse over and over so she can feel that love that Ruby and Sapphire have together, but shared with her. And that's what she meant, what she says. She wanted to be a part of it. And Garnet, of course, she tells her that, hey, I'm not the perfect relationship. Dude, I became undone because of what you did. And she tells her how everything comes with a price, and they just talk through it. I hope that in the next few episodes, when Steven Universe comes back, which, come on, it's finally back, I'm gonna watch the next episode, I think tomorrow, so I can see what's up with the next episode. I haven't seen most of the titles. I've seen a few of them on Tumblr, but let's see what happens. I'm trying to go into this blind like I did. Please reference the freaking foot. I want to know what happens to the foot. Rebecca, don't fail me, please.